possibility. I just had to make sure. I got backups all over. I got Pollard from the Cowboys, and I got Tariq Cohen. So I'm cool. I just wanted to know why he wasn't in the game.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Wait, move that safety up like that. What?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Luton. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
So a nice run right there. And worth mentioning their usual starting running back out this week. The hope is it's just a short-term absence. But this is where it pays, Charles, to have a quality reserve that you can turn to when you need it.
And to me, they definitely have that because this is a guy who's more than capable of picking up the slack. And he's likely going to see a big share of carries as this one progresses. And how many times do we see running backs jump into the breach and have big games?
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Pollard. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
You got Mo.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Come on, man. Pick that.
Complete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Get that back, baby.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Yeah, no.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's got room. The 30. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 17-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again on second down. Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. This play goes nowhere.
Let's go, Jamal.
Losing yardage back to the 15. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for
Oh, my God. He told me in the
his
slip.
running back is complete. Touchdown. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
That was pretty good.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, It actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Yeah, I bet you would.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yeah,
Luton here off of play action. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Luton to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
It's just your timing. It's just like a hit stick. You gotta get the timing right. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? If your timing off,
first down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 4.
Right. Yeah, man, that's it, man. It's all about time.
Now a give here to Pollard.
Come on,
and forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now Pollard. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing, because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
That's why you run that little motion inside split first. You run that joint first.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
They're going to think it's a run.
Here's a give running left. It's Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
They're going play action with Luton. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Oh, yeah.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
You can get that shit off your mind.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
We're going to borrow him up. It don't matter. We're going to borrow.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I'm going to borrow them niggas up.
Now it's Burrow.
Thank you.
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
Always a pleasure.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
That's what he is.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
Yeah.
I don't know where that comes from. It just
kind of
emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And he takes it beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. 180.
Burrow will throw. And the reception made by Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Play action. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Let's go, D. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11. Heavy on the edges. 26.
To try again after the sack. Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Right. We want to make it 100.
26, Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop. 11.
We ain't going for this. Somebody go give me the ball.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that was off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Definitely should have been a kick.
Second and 10.
Again, it's Burrow.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
11, Thomas. 26, Mike. 12. 26, Mike.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow steps away to his left.
Yeah.
Complete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Should have been a pick.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
I ain't even set my game day goals. I don't even know what they are.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A good gain on first, has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Burrow. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Yeah. They look more fly. That's one of your moves. Yeah, that's one of your moves. He look. Yeah.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that's one of your moves.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know what the clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right?
What?
No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Here's Burrow.
Oh, screen.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Burrow looking to pass.
Oh, man, I got beat again by the tight end.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mixon.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. On second and goal. Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
With his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. As they run up and send this one away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook. One play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility hasn't getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll run left with Pollard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Luton.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
From the 30 on second down, Burrow. And he's got his big tight end here.
And the tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Oh, yeah.
Mixon with a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
11.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Now after the false start, here's second and 7. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up on second and 7. Play fake, and here's Luton. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
26 mark, 12.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 123 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
On first down, Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And now they will throw it with Burrow.
Come on, man. That's a pick.
Terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT. 26 Mike.
Now it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
11.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start.
26 Mike. Push him back.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's letting this one go for Fuller. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Fuller with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Now a dump off here complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Get the ball. 12.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Check that.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Right to me,
to throw is Luton. Going
Let's
for
go,
Metcalf
DK.
on the deep ball. And
Let's go, DK.
6. It's
They too small out there.
And the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Why you want to go and do that?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Yeah, you told me. Oh, man. You don't stick too long.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's crazy. I know your shit was hurt.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
From midfield now, Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
On second down, here's Mixon.
147 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Burrow on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Let's go, man. We know a short route coming. He ain't going down the field. Let's go, man.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down?
Hey, we are 11 MT, 11 MT. Check 31, check 31. 11 Thomas.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right.
Let's go, Duke.
Batted down, and we'll go the
Way to
other
get
way
that
with the
stop,
football.
baby.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Pollard. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Luton. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends at